This week's SmackDown was the first SmackDown of 2024. It was called SmackDown New Year's Revolution. The opening match of the night was Kevin Owens versus Santos Escobar in the finals of an 8-man tournament to crown a number one contender for Logan Paul's United States Championship. Logan Paul was at ringside during this match on commentary. During the match, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Phoenix came out and brawled with Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, who accompanied Santos Escobar to the ring. Kevin Owens won clean. And then after the match, Logan Paul confronted him by getting into the ring, but Kevin Owens took him out. After the match, we see Logan Paul backstage injured, and he's being interviewed when Austin Theory and Grayson Waller show up to have his back. I think it's pretty obvious at this point that Kevin Owens will lose his United States title match at the Royal Rumble to Logan Paul because Grayson Waller and Austin Theory will get involved, and then the blow off to this feud between Owens against Theory and Waller will finally take place at Elimination Chamber, maybe in a big tag team match where Sami Zayn makes his return after being gone for a few months now and teams up with Owens and takes out Waller and Theory. Maybe I'll talk more about this in a future video. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits also came out for their own in-ring segment. They kind of talked about how 2024 was going to be a great year for them. And then a video package from Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux popped up on the screen, caught the attention of Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. And then Kross came out, Scarlett came out, and then surprisingly Paul Ellering came out. And this could only mean one thing, because from behind then the authors of Pain got into the ring and attacked Lashley and the Street Profits, and then it was this whole new faction, Kross, the AOP, beating down Lashley and the Street Profits and standing tall. I think this will probably lead to a big 6-man tag team WrestleMania match on one of the nights, could be even a pre-show match. But yeah, good to see the WWE still trying to invest in Kross and give him another opportunity. Io Sky beat Michin to retain her WWE Women's Championship. Nothing surprising here, but what was interesting was the backstage segment after the match. Bayley talking about how Asuka and Kairi Sane will go and challenge for the women's tag team titles and how she will win the Rumble and take the title off Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair shows up, and a match is later announced between Bayley and Bianca Belair for next week based on this confrontation. I think Bayley will win the Royal Rumble this year, and she will not challenge Rhea Ripley for the title at WrestleMania. Rather, she'll challenge Io Sky. Probably something will happen between now and the Rumble to tease like some issues between Damage Control, between Bayley and some of her Japanese team members. Maybe the tension continues after the Rumble as well. So I think eventually she will make a decision to challenge for WWE Women's title from Io Sky. Pretty Deadly then had a tag team match with Butch, and surprise surprise, Tyler Bate made his SmackDown debut finally from NXT. Obviously Bate and Butch won. There was even another backstage segment with Ashanti the Adonis sitting down speaking with Nick Aldis. Seems like they're trying to push him. Not quite sure where this is going to go. Can't really see him getting involved anywhere else. Maybe he might join Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, who knows. And finally we had the triple threat main event, Randy Orton versus AJ Styles versus LA Knight. Winner gets an undisputed WWE Universal Championship match against Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. This match, I don't really know. I'm just surprised that they even had this match, because a couple weeks ago when Orton made his return, Nick Aldis said, if you sign to SmackDown, I'm going to hand the bloodline over to you. And then now he puts Orton in this number one contenders match. So, is Nick Aldis going against his own word here? LA Knight, of course, already had a title match recently. And then AJ Styles, coming back. He's still kind of a babyface. And, I'm interested to see what his new look leads to this new presentation of AJ Styles. But he's still kind of a babyface, but he attacked LA Knight when he returned, and it's understandable he wants Roman Reigns as well, because Reigns and the Bloodline put him out. It's just really confusing. Anyways, the Bloodline came out, they attacked all three men, and then they kind of ruined the match. It led to a no contest. We get this nice cinematic shot where Paul Heyman's at ringside while Reigns and the Bloodline are beating down the other people in the ring, and Nick Aldis tells him, tell Roman Reigns congratulations, because he's got himself a fatal four-way match at the Royal Rumble. So yeah, overall a good show, a build up to a lot of bigger storylines. This is what this show is mostly about. No major themes and motifs here, but there was one theme that did stand throughout the episode that I didn't talk about yet, and that was Roman Reigns versus The Rock. That was being teased. The very first segment of the night was a backstage segment, actually, where Roman Reigns arrived to the arena via car, and he was interviewed and asked, hey, what do you think about The Rock's comment? And later on in the night, Paul Heyman even mentioned that, The Rock is just doing this, to feed off of Roman Reigns' fame. It seems like they are going to do The Rock versus Roman Reigns for real at some point. This match may not be at WrestleMania this year. I don't think it should be. It would be too much of a rush. It shouldn't be at the Elimination Chamber either. But I do think it should happen, perhaps at SummerSlam, perhaps at Survivor Series, perhaps even next year at WrestleMania. I think that is what they should do. Hopefully by then Roman Reigns won't have the title, so you can have this big Roman Reigns versus The Rock match that doesn't really need a title in the first place. Okay, anyways, so that's all for SmackDown New Year's Revolution. And yeah, good show to start off the year.